What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I want to update you guys on some things that's going on with the Skyline. As you can see, it's looking like a JDM garage in here. I got wheels everywhere, but they don't belong to me. These wheels belong to my buddy, the one that sold me this car. I've been storing this for him for quite some time until he gets some stuff situated. So now he's picking it up. So everything is going. We've got some Corolla stocks, some work wheels, and those TE37s that I was borrowing, in which I did mention in a later video, or earlier video rather. So the wheels are off the car, and you're probably wondering what wheels are on the Skyline right now. Luckily for me, I got some good friends that are willing to let me borrow $4,000 worth of wheels and tires, and here we are. These are Nismo LM GTs, 18 by 10.5 plus 15 with some 265 tires, and they are hella aggressive. Look at that. It pokes a lot. It's not what I originally wanted, but I really needed some wheels and I didn't want to put the car on jack stands. I bought the car without wheels, so this is why I'm in this situation. As you can see, it looks pretty damn cool. The tire stickers, really nice with the black on black. I don't know, I'm just really digging it. It's just I can't drive anywhere with it. The clearance on the front fender is so close, it's insane. You know, as you can see, it's literally touching. I could raise the car up, that's the only way to fix this. And the rear we're dealing with the same situation. Really close to the fender. And honestly, the only way to fix this is to actually raise the car up quite a bit, at least a finger and a half or 2 finger gap. That's gonna leave my car looking like a monster truck. It's gonna poke like crazy. And you know, it's gonna be an embarrassing thing because I don't really like to have the car looking like the wheels don't fit the car. It does kind of fit if I ran a skinnier tire. If I did do a 245 or 255 tire, I think it would have worked out pretty well. I'm just glad I'm able to find something locally, and Rob was able to let me borrow these, and very grateful for that. In the meantime, we have all these wheels everywhere. These are my S2000 stocks. I recently have a set of AP2s in the rear because the AP2s, or the AP1s, the tires are really bad. And it's been raining a lot and I didn't want to risk it, so I took off the rears and put the AP2s back on. I'm gonna go ahead and put the AP2s back on the front as well because I'm going to the Acura Honda Classic down in Pembroke Pine Acura on Sunday morning, and I'm gonna go ahead and show the car, you know, put the for sale sign on it, and hopefully engage more interest on the car and see some other nice Hondas. So stay tuned for that vlog. But the T37s are going, the work wheels are going, and these stock Corolla wheels are going. Tires over here, these are my Mugen tires, or these are the Michelin tires from my Mugen wheels back in the day, if you remember. I reused the rears on the AP2s, but I didn't reuse the fronts because these Dunlops are still good. These tires here are for my girlfriend's car. If you watch an older vlog on my channel, I mentioned that I wanted to sell the S2000 wheels, or I wanted to sell the S2000 to buy some tires for my girlfriend's car because her tires on the TLX were original tires and on the car for 4 years and they needed replacing. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger and just ordered a set of the same tires, same Bridgestone tires, off discount tire because they had a promotion going on and I couldn't give up on that deal. So as you can see, there's a lot of things going on. I just haven't been making videos, and I can explain that next week. After Wednesday I'll tell you why, so please stay tuned for that explanation. But for now, this is the current up-to-date video of what's going on in my garage today. It's just looking like a JDM madhouse, and I'm really digging it because it's kind of cool. I wish I had a warehouse like this. It would have been awesome to make content with all this stuff. But yeah, back to the car, guys. It's looking really aggressive. As you can see, I've always been a really big fan of fitment, not so much camber and super stance, but this makes the car just looks totally crazy. But as you can see, I'm having issues here. I don't know why, but it's sticking out a lot more on this side. I think because this fender is still stock and barely flared, and the only reason why is because I think I flared more tire on this side than that side. That's why, or I flared more of the fender on this side than that side. That's why this has a little bit more outer arch and it covers most of the tire. Or the camber on this side is a lot more than that side, but who knows. But for now, this is how it's gonna sit. I might have to actually raise the car a little bit because I'm concerned about the fender being pushed up right here. It's really hard to tell, but you can see that fine black line, which means the fender is higher than the hood. And let's see if you can see it on this side. This one not so much, but definitely on that one. So I'm a little worried about it. We'll see how that goes. I can do that in another video. It's just too hot today. So yeah, he's on the way now to pick up the tires, and I'll keep you guys updated what happens after the fact. So be right back. What is up, guys? Today is actually the next day. My buddy came pick up all his wheels, and so far I didn't do anything yesterday. So today is actually Saturday. As you can see, I got the S2000 here. We're gonna go ahead and take the headlights off and clean this thing up. It got really bad really fast. You can see all those yellow water stains. I don't know if it's from rust or because the rainwater is disgusting, but I gotta go ahead and take it out and clean it up. It sucks because right here is getting bubbly too. I don't have this spray paint, and I'm pretty sure I can look online, but it is raining today and the atmosphere and the humidity is not the right chemistry to paint. So I'm just gonna take them apart, clean them up as best as I can, make sure it's completely sealed, and just put it right back. I gotta make this car presentable, and that's been bugging me for some time. Now that I actually have some time, I'm gonna go ahead and take this bumper off, take the headlight apart, and we're gonna start resealing this whole thing and just make it look way more presentable, because as you can see, it looks fantastic on the passenger side. This car just deserves a lot more, and now I have some time to actually work on it, so let's go ahead and get that done. So I got the headlight out, and I'm going over all the seams that I did. Everything is perfectly shut on the top, even on the side. It's not that pretty, but it is sealed. But I looked towards the bottom here, and I think I see the issue. As you can see, there's a slight gap right there. Even on that side, there's a slight gap. Even there's a slight gap. So my assumption is when I sealed it, I didn't really pay too close of attention on the bottom. Water got into it somehow through, I don't know, moisture in the air, and it's just been trapped inside of here this whole time. So I did use RTV, so all this should peel off pretty easily with a razor blade or something. If not, I really can't heat it up because it's not like silicone. Maybe I could, but see, it's just coming apart easily. I think if I would have used silicone in the first place, it would have been fine. I might do that the second time around, use some clear silicone and just seal this all up. So I'm gonna go ahead and start taking this apart, and hopefully it's an easy process. To you guys, it's only a couple seconds, but to me it might take like an hour. So let's get to it. Alright, so about 45 minutes to an hour later, I finally got the housing off. It was kind of a pain in the ass to do. Use a heat gun, same steps I did before. Pry a little corner. Once you pry a little corner in, hold in place, heat up around you know, the area again, pull a little bit, heat around, pull a little bit, and then, oh man, I can't even talk right now. But as you can see, separated, and all that rust needs to be cleaned out. Turns out the rust was kind of coming from in there, but it didn't really cause any issues because the headlights still work. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up as much as I can. This All this was really rusty before, but I just used some alcohol and a microfiber towel, and it all came out no problem. So we're gonna go ahead and start taking apart this right here and then start cleaning that up, because that's really important to have the lens looking clean. And I'm gonna go ahead and use a Dremel and probably clean up all this extra stuff and use an air compressor to clean everything else out. And after that's all done, we're gonna reseal this with some silicone. Alright guys, so after a long couple hours, I finally cleaned up the silicone. I just heated them up real nice, and I took a flathead over there and I just kind of like made a channel to clear any lumps or blockage that might get in the way when I put the lens back on, because I think that's what happened. There might have been a piece of adhesive that was like kind of like, or epoxy that was like kind of like a bubble, and it probably caused water to get in. As for the lens, I went ahead and actually scraped and sanded all the edges on the plastic. It's hard to capture it on the camera, but I pretty much cleaned this whole entire thing as much as I could. So all we have to do now is get some clear all-purpose silicone and lay a nice bead all in there. So what I did last time was I heat up the old adhesive and I pressed the old lens back on to seal it, and then I put the RTV all around, which was a huge mistake, but it's all fine. I'm learning to fix my mistakes. So as you can see, it's actually a process every single time when it comes to doing these type of jobs. It just takes some time and patience and do it right. I was kind of probably rushing the first time around, but like I said, the car is for sale, so I want to get it presentable as possible. And for the first thing that people look at are the exterior of the car, so this is going to be definitely day and night from what it was, and hopefully people will be more attracted to it tomorrow when I go and bring it down there and put a for sale sign on the car to let people engage and see the car and see if it's worth it or not. For now, let's go ahead and get the silicone, put this thing together, and just let it be done. Alright guys, so there it is, finally finished. The car, headlights are in, looking pretty damn good now. So, have to correct my mistakes and take it apart, clean it up and reseal it so they look just like that. Car is definitely ready for tomorrow. I'm really beat, really tired, been sitting on the floor, working on these headlights for the past 3 hours. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just call it a day. Car's pretty clean for the most part, haven't really been driving it. So I'm just gonna take it like the way it is, just because I don't have any energy. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're a new time viewer, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's vlog. Peace.